This is All India Radio, the news read by Subhadra Ramachandran. The government today said it hopes stringent provisions in the Criminal Law Amendment Ordinance on sexual violence against women. This will have deterrent effect on potential criminals until a new law is enacted by Parliament. Speaking to newsmen in New Delhi, Finance Minister P. Chidambaram said the bill will reflect the broadest possible consensus on imperatives, an urgent need to have an effective law to protect women and to punish the guilty. Mr. Chidambaram also said no recommendation of the Justice Verma Committee has been rejected, saying sexual violence against women is a grave issue. The Finance Minister appealed to everyone to deal with it with utmost seriousness and sensitivity. He said further consultation will take place on the proposed bill, which will replace the ordinance. The Supreme Court today decided to review the definition of juvenile in the Juvenile Justice Act. The Apex Court also directed the Attorney General to assist the court in the plea challenging the absolute immunity to delinquents up to the age of 18 years from being prosecuted like adults despite the gravity of the crime committed by them. The court has fixed April 3 as the next date for deciding on the issue. A Delhi court today framed charges against sacked Commonwealth Games CWG Organising Committee Chairman Suresh Kalmadi and 9 others for allegedly cheating, conspiring and causing a loss of over 90 crore rupees to the exchequer in a games-related corruption case. After framing of charges, the court fixed February 20 for recording of evidence. The judge said that the evidence would be recorded on a day-to-day basis, barring Monday and Friday. Special CBI Judge Ravinder Kaur framed charges under various provisions of the IPC and the Prevention of Corruption PC Act against Kalmadi and the other accused, including Organising Committee Secretary General Lalit Bhanot in the case. Senior advocate Rohinton Nariman has resigned as Solicitor General of the country. Nariman, who was appointed as the Solicitor General on July 23, 2011, today sent his resignation letter to Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh with a copy to the Law Minister. Our correspondent reports the second senior-most law officer of the country, Mr. Nariman, has not given any reason for quitting his post in his resignation letter. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Kiran Kumar Reddy today held consultations with the party's central leadership, including Congress President Sonia Gandhi in New Delhi. Mr. Reddy had about half-long meeting with Mrs. Gandhi and her political secretary Ahmed Patel, during which he is learned to have briefed the party leadership over the situation in the state over the issue of separate Telangana. Earlier, Mr. Reddy had separate meeting with AICC General Secretary in charge for Andhra Pradesh, Ghulam Nabi Azad. The Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister also met President Pranab Mukherjee. The Enforcement Directorate has slapped 100 crore rupees as penalty on the IPL team Rajasthan Royals. Our correspondent reports the team owners have been penalised under Foreign Exchange Management Act contraventions. The Directorate has issued show cause notice to the owners. It has been alleged that the owners of the IPL team have received some funds from abroad on illegal basis. The team has been given 45 days to pay the penalty with an option to appeal against the charges. Actor Kamal Haasan today said that the film Vishwarupam will be released in Tamil Nadu on the 7th of this month. Speaking to newspersons in Chennai, the actor said that he had overcome many hurdles which were stopped before the release of the film. The Madras High Court today closed the cases related to Vishwarupam as the concerned parties had reached an agreement between themselves. The state government then lifted the ban after the agreement and the court closed the case today. The Information and Broadcasting Ministry has set up a committee under Justice Mukul Mudgal to review Cinematograph Act in the wake of row over film Vishwarupam. The movie, which has been cleared by the country's censor board, ran into trouble in Tamil Nadu after some groups alleged it depicted Muslims in poor light. Sensex declined 30 points to close at a 3-week low of 19,751 on mild profit booking by investors amid some weak quarterly corporate results and negative European markets today. The Nifty fell 12 points to 5,987. And that's the end of this news bulletin.